If you've business, I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted, and that the Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Ah, you saw that, did you? Life in Morthal has been troubled lately. The people are uncertain, restless. They merely look to the Jarl for leadership. There's news of rebellion against the Empire. Strange noises have been heard in the marshes at night. And then, the tragedy with Hrogar's home. The men simply seek wisdom. Everything will be fine. That's what many here wanted. A quiet life in a quiet place, without the noise or the trouble of a city. Now some worry this wizard Fallion will foul it all up. That's what many here wanted. A quiet life in a quiet place, without the noise or the trouble of a city. If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me first.
Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not. My brother is sensitive. He has trouble focusing his attention on things. We were taking him to the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun, just so the healers could make sure he was in good health. And they say he's fine. Are you heading to Whiterun? Could you take this letter to the priestess, Danica Purespring? It's a note about Yorick's health. Thank you. I haven't Mother's gift. Not quite. But I've seen
I get
things.
lost sometimes. I'm not sure where I go, but I'm not here.
I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted, that she only has to deal with important matters. Too many bother my wife with their petty problems, and then don't even understand the advice she gives them.
You will not disrespect Jarl Idgrod while in this hall. Do we have an understanding? Then by all means, go about your business. Until next time.
So, life has brought you to... Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Hrogar's house? He lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them? Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself. Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alva. On rumor and gossip? No. But you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you. That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. It is to be expected. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right. I stand where I have always stood, here in Morthal. Now is not the time to fight amongst ourselves. I fear dark days approach, and all of Skyrim's strength will be needed. Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
Can't wait to kill another of... Keep your guard up. It's bad luck to talk about that place. Jarl's been looking for someone who ain't superstitious, though. You're looking for a fool, if you ask me. Not sure I understand the question. The Legion's always been in Skyrim. We have garrisons throughout all the provinces of the Empire. Our mission is to serve the Emperor, uphold the law, and protect the citizenry. Skyrim's days are darkening, and the Legion will soon be called into service like never before. But we stand ready, as always, to meet that call. You mean Ulfric's so-called Stormcloak Rebellion? The Nord Kings, excuse me, Jarls. They can't seem to control their own people, so the Legion has stepped in to keep order. Sadly, the Empire's stretched a little thin these days, and we've gotten very few reinforcements. So we've been forced to recruit locally. But rest assured, citizen, we'll put an end to this uprising, and things will get back to normal soon enough. Think you've got the mettle, eh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, and now dragons. Skyrim's a mess. If you're serious, make your way to Solitude. Our headquarters is Castle Dower. You find General Tullius there, commanding our forces in Skyrim. But talk to Legate Ricka. She handles the local recruiting. Keep your guard up. Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys. Damn Stormcloak rebels. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
Yes?
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. Stay sharp. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. Staying safe, I hope?
Morthal. I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that... You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed. Just your own two hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got.
Let's get indoors.
Come on, let's see what you're made of. ever need my steel by your side, you just ask. You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Who's there? Helgi. But Father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger? The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me? Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then. I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you. Make Layla go away.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Where'd you come from?
Trying to find me too, but I'm glad you found me first. Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but she didn't want to. She wanted to play with me forever and ever. She kissed me on the neck, and I got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt. Layla thought she could take me and keep me, but she can't. I'm all burned up. I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep for a while now.
Layla. She's dead. Ysmir's beard. She's dead. Layla. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Layla. She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye. You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire? No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Leodlet may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl. I hope Alva is not what you think.
Dead. Oh my goodness. I hear you put Layla out of her misery.
I'm not one for talk. Try to keep to myself.
If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me first.
Is Hrogar innocent or not? Ava? Huh, didn't think she had it in her. I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof. So it's true, the traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Movarth, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Movarth's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them. Until next time.
Take us to Movarth's lair.
Yes! Yeah!
Kill the vampire!
Kill him!
Kill him!
Him.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
Go fiddling with any locks around here. You're going to have a real problem.
Need something? Need something?
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time here. Ready.
today, huh?
Is someone there?
Thought I heard something.
Lucky hit! You ready to die today, huh?
No more! I yield! I yield!
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreek. And I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Mother's calling me. It's time.
Oh, this place looks dangerous.
Yeah, kinda scary too.
And it's full of vampires?
Cowards! We must kill the vampires. We have to make them pay.
Of course. But why not let her go
May
in
the gods
first?
watch over your battles, friend.
Hail, companion.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Please don't mind Yorick. I haven't Mother's gift. Not quite.
Well, Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open. By the 8, I didn't think he could do it. Now maybe we can put all this behind us. Take this as a token of our gratitude. There is room in my court for a new thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my thane. Good luck. All right then.
Let me get...
Orcish armor, Hand me a set of that once. Ugly and strong, like those that forged it.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
I get lost sometimes. I'm not sure where I go, but I'm not here.
What is it? Dragons?
I
When
must
the
be dealing with
Empire
petty thievery
surrendered
and
to
drunken
the
lords.
all-married Dominion,
Been too long since
they
we had a
shamed
good bandit
us all.
raid.
Damn those great...
Divine smile on you, friend. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like especially the great warriors. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. There's a tranquility in that. If I said that, as long as I'm left alone. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. Yes? I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. You know, if you've got the app, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Lady, could you spare a coin?
So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Let me know if you see anything you like. What do you need, my friend? So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Come back anytime if you need a remedy. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare.
My favorite. Hey, what? Let's get some.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Need something? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. You're the best. Can you be... It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to since she died. My aunt and uncle... I wound up here, but... really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag-ravens yet? Yorik's sister? Poor child. Magic runs deep in that family's bloodline. It's not always a blessing. Thank you for this. Something for your trouble. May Kinnereth's winds blow you to fortune.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
It's everything I could have hoped for. I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room. If you see anything you like, please, take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do. Mama! Wow. Oh, stop teasing me. Did you need something, Mama? But I don't want to. Thanks, Ma. That big tree in the park looks so sad. I feel sorry for it.
Honored to see you again, my Thane. Honor to you, my Thane. Long life to you, Thane. Farewell.
We've got the finest weapons and armor. Good doing business with you.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. You think you've got what it takes?
Orcish armor. Hedmir said that was. Oakley.
Welcome to the Moorside. If you need anything, I'll be around. Good to have a customer. There ain't much to offer, but if you want a place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you a room. Lurbuck? Fancies himself a... If I had any customers, I'd be worried about... Few enough reasons to pass... Now, well, let's just say the front... You looking for Falion? Why don't you go bother those mages at their college? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Hjalmarch. Congratulations! I grant you this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Until next time.
I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted, that she only has to deal with important matters. There aren't any houses for sale in Morthal, but if you're interested, I could sell you land in the Hold where you could build your own house. Excellent. We're glad to have you as a landowner in Hjalmarch. Here's the title to your steading. If you don't mind getting your feet wet, your best bet is to head north past the mill. The odd tomb or two along the way won't bother you. The land is on the coast, across from the Tarth Delta from Solitude. An inspiring location, as you'll see.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. All right, then.
Too many bother my wife with their petty problems, and then don't even understand the advice she gives them.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath! I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace. The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true. You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you. As anyone will tell you, Morthal can be a dangerous place. My talents are useful here. I help maintain order, even if it goes unnoticed. The marsh is treacherous. You would do well to not wander at night.
Staying safe, I hope.
Do you need something? Anything good?
Jörgen and I both... Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
It's a fine day with you around.
My talents are much needed here in order to keep Morthal safe. Morthal is a troubled place. Take a look. All right, then.
Please. But a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Have you managed to make it out to take a look? Be careful. The road to shore. Stone could be dangerous.
And what might you need? Yes? I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Lady Mara bids you welcomed. We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat, and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Of course. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
Yes? See ya.
How may I help you, my daughter?
What is it you seek, my child? Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Can I interest you in some fun? Take a look.
As crisp as a winter's morning.
Keep your eyes to the road.
I've never seen you all this upset.
How can I help you? Gonna buy something? Or just here? Take a look. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Greetings, honored friend. Just what you see here. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
Let's get indoors.
What brings you to Balaman today? Amazing. These must have been very hard to come by. You've saved my business and warmed an old smith's heart. For that, I thank you. Return anytime. You're quite welcome here.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. What? Welcome. Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Next. I'm.
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Protect yourself.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint us.
Even if you're one of us, you better
I
not
suppose
make
I can
trouble.
work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you would. So, are you here as a client? Shall I I have not always. I counted, and yet I have fallen so low that I must change it. I do not practice my art for. Indeed, it is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife.
I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything.
Welcome to the Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Until next time.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint us.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something.
How can Talos bless you? He's the protector of and despite a devout Nord would Talos' part to suddenly the Empire already took my daughter. I trained when the fighting she died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all dead. Talos preserve you.
So you can cast a few spells. Am I... Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
I've never seen leaves this color.
Giddy up, kid.
Did you see a dog out there? I don't know, really. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. Guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
A hearty welcome to Falkreath. All of Skyrim's true son. You'll find my brother Solaf and I are the only true Nords in Falkreath.
A sad time.
Come on in. Got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You're going to have a strong drink will chase off that chill in the air.
We drink to our
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. I escaped fighting in sea. Let's sate that appetite. Folks have gone missing the past few weeks. Word now's that our hunters are gone too. Say, if you're traveling, could you keep an eye out for them? Valder and his men, I think they were after Bear up north. The people of Skyrim don't like magic much, so about the only place you're likely to find a teacher is the... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
All our lives. When Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes.
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Try not to judge Falkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us.
I protect the Jarl, whoever that might be.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
I'm the steward. Sidgeir can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvard and I. It was Dengir who made me a steward, long ago when he was young. When Dengir's health began to fail, young Sidgeir was appointed Jarl in his stead. It was simpler just to keep me as steward. Sidgeir has no interest in running his hold, and so leaves such matters to me. As for my part, I do my best to see that folk are treated fairly. Many battles have been fought here over the centuries. Graves were dug and monuments built, and the town grew around these. In time, Falkreath came to be known as the Heroes' Graveyard. Many noble jarls and renowned warriors asked to be buried here. Falkreath's reputation has faded somewhat, but the graves remain, reminding us of the one inevitable truth of life. May wisdom forever light your path.
Yes, what is it that you want? Ah, it's you. Yes, well, now we'll see if the stories about you are true. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it. Good. My uncle Dengir was Jarl until a short time ago. His old age and failing health caught up with him, and he stepped down. He now serves us honorably as Thane, and to the great benefit of the hold, I now serve as Jarl. Difficult? I'm a Jarl. I eat the most succulent meat, drink the finest ale, and hunt with the best hounds in the hold. Meanwhile, my very capable steward sees to the needs of the small folk, and ensures that my hold runs smoothly. Being a Jarl could hardly be simpler. You should try it sometime. Execute every last spare no one.
Best defense is a good defense, am I
Unless
right?
you intend to be... Falkreath is no... I just finished giving my old war. Could you deliver the ashes to Runil, the priest of Arcade? He'll know the right blessing. Thank you.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
No one bests an orc. Prepare to die! Puny weak. No! It's nothing!
Where'd you come from? Over here!
That'll teach you. Where'd you come from?
God,
Done and done.
Now I remember. You're the new member of the Companions. Tell you what,
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have... Well, my family back in Hammerfell didn't approve of my interest in lethal poisons and death in general, so I left and wandered north. When I found this town, with its huge cemetery, I felt right at home. I opened the shop, and I've never looked back. This is where I belong. I know it's a bit strange. Not exactly a name to bring comfort to the sick and ailing who come to buy a poultice or salve. But what you must understand about Falkreath is that our town is defined, for better or worse, by the large and ancient cemetery here. That's why the inn is called Dead Man's Drink, the farm is called Corpse Light Farm, and so on. I suppose it's sort of a running joke. Take a look. Mm-hmm.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like you. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkreath Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. On your way, then. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you.
I'm the steward here. Sid Gear can There's no house available, but I could... You won't regret it. Here's the title to your steading. Follow the road east from Falkreath, then north at the crossroads. Turn left just past Pine Watch.
I'm sorry, I should really go now.
Citizen?
Strangers like you bring war. I've seen enough.
Ones like us, bound to winding mortality. Kust is responsible for the cemetery. Ah, thank you for bringing this to me. I'll make sure I am. I'm fortunate. Could you do an old elf a favor? Blessing of Arcade to you for your help. I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful. Oh, merciful. Kust is my assistant. He helps me tend the headstone. It is through the ebb and
A sad... Yes. My wife and I think there's some... Our daughter. Our little girl. She was... Stupid. What could drive a man to do something like... The cemetery. I've no... After each battle, more dead were buried and the graveyard got bigger. I heard. The cemetery. I'm no scholar. But I know that a lot of battles...
My husband Matthias and I tend corpse-like farm.
Don't understand what kind of man does that.
Know the beloved serenity of Etheirus, and may we one day rejoin them in eternity.
I most deal with petty thievery and drunken brawl. Been too long since you've had a good night.
That Valga Venetia is a gossip and a troublemaker.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Done and done.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in the caves of... I don't like the look of this.
You worried someone will wander in here? Someone there?
Where'd you come from?
someone there?
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Wow.
Who's there?
Wait.
Is that fur coming out of your ears?
These graves hold the sons and daughters of Falkreath. Show respect. You have the look of a killer.
Ghost is responsible. Thank you. It's a collection of regrets that I try not to forget. Here, I promised you this. Life is far too short, my friend. Don't waste it.
Indara and I like to keep to ourselves and run our farm. Yeah, my wife and I think there's some... She was... Cindy. He's stupid. What could drive a man to do something like this? The cemetery is... I've no... After each battle, more dead were buried and the graveyard got bigger. I heard it's now the biggest grave.
Be mindful. I was young. Oh, not against me, against all of Falkreath. Last night I saw Laud. Are you loyal to Skyrim? Break into Laud's house and get that letter. Good. Mind what you say. The Empire.
I'm sorry, I should really go now.
Can I help you? I was young. What's this, some kind of code? Need as much iron ore as you can dig up? Well, he's not spying, but it's clear the Empire's making Laud smith up more swords and armor for them. Good work. Take this. Mind what you say. The Empire. You're not as dumb as you look.
Watch the skies, traveler.
No lollygagging.
These graves hold the sons of daughters of fun.
I'm sorry, I should really go now.
Yes? What is it that you want? Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Falkreath. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
I can't really help you. I'm just Dengir's maid. I'm sorry, I should really go now.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Well met. Unlike... His name's Bolin. He's the one who works the lumber mill down by the river. If you meet him, don't expect much in the way of conversation. He ain't one for talking, especially with folk he don't know. I was once, but not anymore. I was wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. This was years ago, mind you. Now maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more, but I still hold with his ideals. Skyrim is Nordland, and we ought to rule it. We don't need no help from the Empire on that count. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it. Can I get you something?
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. When the Empire surrendered to the Alt.
Need a ride? I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Couldn't ask for better weather.
Divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our
Come to
old war
Dawnstar at a
wounds?
strange
We're not
time,
soldiers
friend.
anymore.
Seems everyone in the
man
town.
Ulrich is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to
I'm not a
Dawnstar.
fan of the sun. That would be better
This
than
isn't over.
If you know any
I
true
catch
sons
you
and
sending
daughters of
one
Skyrim,
letter
tell them
to
to head
General
to Windhelm.
Tullius.
Ulfric
I'll
Stormcloak
have you
wants to
both
see them.
executed.
Next Imperial I see is dead. Ulfric, if you are, then you... Sky, worse still. And what did Ulf and will cleave through the Legion? At first they... We are the... We fight. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of... Keep your eyes open.
But just a servant of Skald the Elder. Not worthy of time or consideration.
Think you might be in the wrong place, friend.
There's no honor in being a Jarl's servant. No Sovngarde waits for dust cleaners.
The Jarl is tired. Be
Unless
mindful.
you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. That's right, Dawnstar. My Dawnstar is plagued with nightmares. I haven't slept properly in days. That priest of Mara who came here before you says the Divines will cure us. Well, until they do, I don't have any business to discuss with outsiders. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Oh, the Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a Divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
By the Divines, I'm tired.
These dreams are real, I tell you. Real.
Can't sleep well no matter
You're wrong
how
to
much-
come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar. That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. I own iron... I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up.
Need
if
something?
you're looking for work.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's
I
legacy.
beg you, don't go into Silas's museum.
Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belong to the mythic... His family's involved. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the... Not a student of his... The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world. And they were stopped. A long time ago.
That museum is a mistake.
You come to Dawnstar. Skald supports He's a fool. Drowning your trouble. As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your
My
best
duty
bet
is
would
to
be
guard
working in the
Brienne
mines.
Meredith.
They're on opposite ends of town.
I helped my husband not... The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustleaf managed
Seems like
it.
no one is getting... And Dawnstar is known for it. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before we Be careful.
What is it? That would be turned on the Empire for... If you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver Mine. It's a better life than working in that
If I
damn
get any
iron
rest soon,
mine with all those
count myself
milk
richer than a king.
Until next time.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Quicksilver Mine is the best mine in Dawnstar, and you can tell those Ironbreaker miners I said so.
Sorry, gotta run.
I envy you travelers. Sure, what can I do for you? Yes?
I'm sorry. Need a room? Everyone in town knows about the Black Door, and to never go near it. Until next time.
Yes, sirrah. The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides from her citadel at the center. She reaches who can... Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. Follow me. It's this way.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
Who's there?
We fight to...
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of it. Yes, over here. Behold the skull of corruption, source of Dawnstar's woe. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose. For Dawnstar! Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. Yes, you're right. I should have. But I didn't know what to say. When the orcs raided the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the Awakened within.
We fight to the last.
They're still here. Stop them!
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now, almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
Someone there?
Never should
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking... The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? If you'll check the shelves or... I'll check around the lower level. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Bite of a flea. Even live. Give up while you still can. You puny weak. Burn the temple! Kill the priests! Damn you! You like a horse!
Yes, my daughter. Look, the skull has been out. What it does with these memories. Let me take a look. It involves a recipe for a lick. Yes, the Torpor Grant. Oh, sadly, as a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. You'll be. Those around you will perceive you as. Thanks to all of these odd principles. Oh, otherwise, now that they've been dealt with, well done. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. So, I've taken us. Dawnstar's fate. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that. Work.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to...